Hey y'all, I want to jump on here and do this video. This is in reference to Jerry Judy of Cleveland Browns. I've been noticing, I've been seeing a lot of podcasters posting about him. People talking about, possible, allegedly, there could be something going on with, betting. It could be anything. They got like all kind of things, scenarios people are talking about with him saying, it could be jealousy, the reason why he's dropping balls. And I'm like, I said, wait a minute. So I went back and I looked. And I said, from the time he has been pulled to that team, even though Steve Smith Sr. said not to get him, Cleveland went on and got him. And ever since he's been there, something has been wrong. And I don't think that people are understanding that it could be something more deeper than what they think. I truly think that there could be something going on personally or mentally. That's one of the biggest things. Every time something happens with a player, we automatically go to the negative. And I'm just really concerned from a therapy standpoint that this could have something to do with his mental. Like it's just so much. Like some people see players and they think like, okay, we just throw this player in there. He's supposed to be good and he can just go out there and play. If a player is having a mental issues or he's having problems dealing with what's going on, the change. And you have to understand the Cleveland Browns have switched quarterbacks like we switch our socks. So some people can adjust to change. It's nothing to them. They're built like that. Jerry Judy is from, I think, Miami, somewhere in Miami. And I know he's from Florida. And people automatically just assume that, okay, he's a man and he's supposed to be strong, he's supposed to be this. And I'm not saying he's not strong. But that is the problem with the stigmatism that's always put on black males, that they're supposed to be able to get in the league, play, you're getting paid. Everybody's out here talking about, oh, he's getting paid millions of dollars and he just needs to perform. Well, last I looked, there are a lot of players right now out there having issues. And those issues lead to them doing bad things to harm themselves. And I am telling you, and I'm imploring the the Cleveland Browns organization. I'm not talking about Stefanski. No, I'm not talking about Tommy Reese. I'm talking about the owner and Andrew Berry to pull him in and just talk to him. And and even if he don't want to open up to y'all, get somebody pulling a female. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Men will open up faster to a female that is the same race as them when you're talking about therapy. And see, too often in the NFL, you're quick to hire melanated these women, and the majority of the NFL are these. How is that woman going to sit up and tell them that she understands what they're going through or understands their plight? Just understands anything about them if she ain't from where they're from, if she ain't from the hood, if she ain't about that life. You know what I mean? Ain't never been through the struggle. Ain't never ate free cheese, lived in a projects, or lived in I'm not saying that's where you're from, but I'm just saying, I truly think, people just ran and jumped to gambling and stuff like that, and how he did that. I honestly think that he's just so frustrated. It's almost to the point where when I saw him, when he was running down the field, he caught the ball, then he was doing a little juke. That was because in his mind, he really believed that he was going to be able to juke them players, three or not, and make his way out of there. But not just that. I did a video earlier about the arrogance in the NFL. See, so many people want to just throw that off on Shador Sanders and be like, oh, he's the only one in the NFL that's arrogant. When it is known that on many teams, the number one players on their teams that tend to be arrogant are the quarterback and their wide receivers. Yes, because they want that ball. They want the rock, period. You know what I mean? And then if you go into any other sport, you can go to basketball. Yeah, people want the ball. So a lot of their players got issues. You know what I mean? They may not outwardly show it as much. And I think the problem is for so long, Jerry has had to suppress his frustration with, say with Deshaun being, Deshaun went through a whole dang on televised situationship. You know what I mean? And it was bad. Judy knew about this. And then they bring in Flacco Then they bring in Dylan and they bring, Flacco. No, they bring in Kenny Pickett with Flacco, Dylan, and then you got Shador. So you have to understand, he's sitting up here saying, how in the hell am I supposed to get chemistry with 4 different people? Because in his mind, I think he knew that Shador was, out of those 4, not counting, what's his name? The one, Deshaun Watson. I think if you take Deshaun Watson, just put him on the side because of the contract situation and all the stuff that was going on with his personal life. And I'm glad he's overcome all that. But I truly believe that Judy is frustrated at the fact that he was being expected to learn how to deal with, he's a wide receiver. First it was Joe Flacco. Okay, maybe he chemistry for Flacco, and then all of a sudden, Flacco's gone. Then Kenny Pickett, chemistry with Kenny Pickett when he was playing. If he played with him, or even if he threw any passes to him. And then now he's gone. Then you got Dill out there. And he trying to figure out how to catch a ball from Dylan that might go over his head. He got to think to himself, I got to adjust fire. If he throws it, if he's throwing this pass to the right, if he's just doing a drop-off pass or a screen pass, I might need to adjust. If I'm going to go to the right, I might want to adjust a little bit to the left just in case because he's not that accurate. And then you got Shador. See, and then he got to just be there. And I think to him, honestly, I think he was shocked. Shador was throwing passes and people were catching him left and right. And I think in his mind, he was like, a lot of people were like shocked. I knew Shador couldn't throw balls. I watched TU. I watched all the games. Even when they lost, I still seen how Shador was. He blamed himself all the time. Yep. And it's just ironic. Yeah. And he called his teammates out like, if I could stand up more often, like when he was getting hit for the O-line, then maybe we could do something here. And then the next year they were standing up. So I'm telling you, I truly think that Andrew Berry, and this is somebody, if you know Andrew Berry, please make sure you get this to him as a background in therapy, a person who's been in the war. And I know, I can tell, I feel it in my bones. I don't think it's anything where people are thinking. I think it's mental. I think that he has been through so much. And because he's from the gutter, like down there, like Florida, I don't think he's feeling like he needs to tell y'all that all this is taking a toll. That's why he can't play. And that's why I think people need to give him grace to understand, some of these other players out there are like, they just coming in. They really like, they rooks. They like, I'm good. And granted, Judy's 26. I don't know if he's coming in and he's used to, things being his way. He also being the center of attention. He does get paid a lot. And I think, too, he might be forgetting that Deshaun Watson got paid more. But Deshaun Watson ain't out here losing his, he ain't been playing. But granted, Deshaun Watson was on the sideline the other day helping Shador. So, and I even did see Judy afterwards, after he dropped that pass to caught and fumbled it, that he was talking to Shador. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that him and Shador could get it together and they could really just get some chemistry and Judy could just say, you know what? I'm going to Disneyland. I'm going to go somewhere where there's some roller coasters and get on the mug. Some of the ones that flip around, spin around. Like, that's what you need to do, dog. If that means you need to go there, right now everything's probably closed. But if there's some indoor amusement park somewhere, go get on some of them rides. I might say, tell my clients, when you want to get your anger out, if you're not boxing, kickboxing, doing something where you can hit something, go and get on them damn rides that flip upside down and all that stuff like that, and just scream. And scream like a bitch. And it would be okay. Because I've seen bigger dudes that I've rode with side by side screaming, telling me to hold on to stuff for them. No! I'm a picture, I know, hold on for their life. But I've seen it. And I'm telling you, it is so cathartic, Judy. So I really think that this organization needs to get it together. Because they're not only affecting their fans and affecting just making it look bad. But I think it's affecting the player. Yeah, and I don't think it's just Judy. I think it's a lot of them that's feeling that way. But anyway, y'all have a great day. This is just my little thoughts. You know what I mean? Your girl had to get on here, and I had to say something. It's about protecting an individual's sanity and just giving him the benefit of doubt if that's what it is. All right, because I don't know. We don't know. We ain't psychics. All right, bye.